As a still young academic field anxious to be taken seriously, comic studies has often neglected comics about and for children. But recently, there's been renewed interest in the archetype of the naughty child. The X-Babies exist in the legacy of this archetype. The naughty child in 18th century culture was a warning, embodying moral imperatives. But by the early 20th century, comic strips like the Katzenjammer Kids and Buster Brown embraced the naughty child as an emancipatory figure, chaotically defying authority and cultural norms. Positioned outside adult society, indestructible cartoon children are ideally suited to the kinetic mayhem comics excel at. It also makes them very identifiable. The most popular cartoon kids exemplify Scott McCloud's amplification through simplification. The meanings attached to the naughty child shift in different eras. While naughty boys dominate, Michelle Ann Abate's Funny Girls, Guffaws, Guts, and Gender in classic American comics shows a surge of naughty girls between the 1920s and 60s, reflecting destabilized gender roles. In every case, naughty children confront social mores, questioning and sometimes critiquing them through their shamelessness and inherent challenge to discourses of innocence that both protect children and police them, demanding they embody a divine purity inaccessible to adults. Which brings us, finally, to the X-Babies. The X-Babies are cute and chaotic. They're also mobilized to enact self-reflexive critiques about the X-Men characters themselves and the entire entertainment industry, including work-for-hire superhero comics. In Uncanny X-Men number 12, the X-Babies are created by Mojo, the spineless dictator of a reality TV-based hellscape desperate for a new ratings splash. He cycles through multiple X-Men derivations before embracing the X-Babies as the perfectly saleable combo of sweetness and violence. The X-Babies are a self-effacing nod to the perceived juvenility of superhero comics. In Mojo Mayhem, published 2.5 years before writer Chris Claremont was forced out of the franchise he indelibly transformed, they also reflect the bittersweetness of writing characters one can never own. In Mojo Mayhem, the X-Babies are cared for by Ann Nocenti surrogate Ricochet Rita and the perennially identifiable Kitty Pryde. They also kick Claremont out of his own van, leaving him watching from the side of the road as they speed toward their next adventure. On the one hand, the X-Babies' chaotic naughtiness suggests a melancholy acknowledgement of the powerlessness of work-for-hire creators. The X-Men might have felt like Claremont or Nocenti's children, but they were always really Marvel's and Mojo's. On the other hand, the X-Babies' bombastic resilience embraces the dynamic multiplicity of popular characters, whose meaning is always collaborative, between numerous creators and between producers and fans. The X-Babies exceed Claremont's control, but they also exceed Mojo's.